back in September. The Vikings won a blowout in their previous matchup against the Bears. Can Chicago even the score? Find out next on Madden Football.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. First down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Lynch. And bulldozing his way through. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a give to Lynch. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Handoff here to Nwangu. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 35-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And a short gain down to about the 33.
That's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Lynch. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. This is a long drive offensively. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now Mond on the bootleg. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Carr. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Montgomery running right. bulldozes past him.
And the Bears are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Montgomery.
And this time he is in. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Lynch. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Mon looks to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that...
And now off to the races, down the right side. 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
Amari Rodgers.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
First play's a run with Nwangu.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now Mon. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
To throw his Carr. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Let's get off the field. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Time to go, night.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Carr now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole. I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mond. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Lynch. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Mond. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Lynch. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Mond. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what did the coach...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carr now on first down. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Lynch. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, here's Mond. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball. Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Mond looks to throw on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mond going to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, Mond. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And some room to work. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Hey, let's go. Interception.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sam Sloman for the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feel. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Throw left side taken in by Rodgers. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Caught out left side by Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,